So the main reason we're bothering you today is Hazmat's. I would like to taste it with you and have you kind of lead us in what we're kind of tasting, what we're experiencing.
Okay.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Some people come in seeking this out, and then other people. You said 142.
Okay, I was going to ask the reaction.
Yeah, I'd like to try that. Well, I mean, right off the bat, I mean, I get like a toasted sugar, almost caramel on the nose. There's royal vanilla down there, kind of like the vanilla that comes from Madagascar versus the vanilla that comes from Mexico or Tahiti. There's in this particular Hazmat, I get a lot of just on the nose. I get maybe like a stone fruit, maybe a cherry.
Oh, I can get that.
Maybe there's a little bit of plum.
Yeah.
On there, but it smells sweet.
See, I get a lot of the sweet. Now, I will say the nose on this is hot. Obviously, it should be.
Yeah.
But I can still get all those sweet undertones that you were talking about.
Okay. I mean, chew it around a little bit. I start getting. I'm gonna go back.
Yes.
I will do the same.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of those flavors that I smell, I don't taste,
Okay.
which is really fun. But I'm getting almost a green apple, maybe green apple skin. There's butterscotch, and then of course there's those caramels and vanillas.
I love those caramels, all those sweet undertones. And now that you mentioned the green apple peel, I'm like, that is that slight bitterness I get there that kind of cuts those sweetnesses apart.
The initial sweetness comes from two things. One is the charred oak, and then the other is just the whiskey, the white whiskey originally being made from Colorado corn, where we have big temperature swings. So it tends to be a little sweeter of a corn.
And you guys use grains from Colorado now, strictly, like, beginning outsourcing some things, but you guys are pretty well, I mean, strictly Colorado, right?
Yeah. Fireside is now only made from Colorado grain.
One of the things that we like to do after each of our distillery tours and all that, we like to revisit the whiskey that we are drinking, and we are going to retry the single barrel Hazmat Fireside. So why are we doing it out here?
We're Fireside.
We're Fireside.
It's a beautiful day in Denver.
Yep. So Brian and I are going to try a little of the Fireside, and
This will definitely warm us up. I'm not trying to spoil it either. If you're expecting some weird review from us, I'm going to spoil it right off the bat and just say we like this.
we do.
It's a good whiskey. It's one of those ones that I was kind of shocked that I would get into just because of how strong it is. But with that comes so much flavor.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. I am
Absolutely.
literally on fire. Ouch. Like I was trying to hold it. My knees are roasting.
If you slide it back a couple inches, it's probably not going to hit, is it? Just make sure.
Whew. I was trying to hold it. That's hot. That's hotter than a hazmat. That's the hazmat.
I was gonna say, there you go.
All
Well,
right.
you did it right. Well, cheers, sir.
Cheers. This is gonna definitely warm me up.
Yes. I still get that heat off the nose right away,
Yeah.
with that sweetness, but I do not get that heat off the drink.
I don't. It's flavor.
Now, I do have a surprise for us or two. So.
It's a surprise for you too.
Yes.
That's impressive.
First off, we've got these. These were
Yay.
donated to us. Appreciative, Wynn and Tyler from Mile High Spirits.
These glasses are great.
But I also picked something up myself to see. This is for us to try.
Oh.
I got the Bevies one that we talked about, barrel pick. So this is actually 150 proof. So why don't you
Bevies?
do the honor and open that one? And
I will. Bevies is one of our local places that is basically a warehouse of Spirits. It has its own wine bar and restaurant in there, and just it's huge. It is the Costco of liquor stores.
Well,
and they do amazing barrel picks.
They've got a lot. If you're ever in the area, it's in Littleton, Colorado, off of 470. If you're in that area, going to a Red Rock show, they have a lot of barrel picks for you.
Oof. That's where we got the Blue Note.
Blue Note?
Barrel pick that I thought was far and above even just regular Blue Note.
Yeah.
They just have consistent, amazing barrel picks. So this is great. This is their barrel pick, the 150 proof.
150 proof.
Instead of the 142, which is what we should pour you first.
You could pour us both.
Pour us. Yeah, we got some hefty pours yesterday. Mile High Spirits.
Towards the end of the interviews, I was getting
great.
a little sloppy.
It was great.
That is completely different. Holy buckets.
It is. That's a whole different flavor. You do get a little bit more heat off the tongue for me.
I get a lot more of the barrel, which I guess with the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a little more of the barrel. It's only 8 more proof, but it adds up. I'm going to cut mine with a couple snowflakes. Water is always a good thing to add to your hazmats if you want to open them up. As they said, they have such a complex compressed flavor. They just keep building. Even now, that drink as I talk is building in my mouth. So such a good flavor. That's Mother Nature wanting to get in on that. That's how you cut whiskey.
I was gonna say, Mother Nature was definitely making the choice for me.
Little tree plop.
I want to try this. That 8% has done a lot to this, in my opinion.
It really did.
I feel like
For
I get
such a hot 150 proof.
Yeah.
To have that much flavor is so good.
and I'm not even noticing the proof.
I know.
I'm so focused on the flavors because that's what stands out, not the heat.
It drinks more like a 115 to 125 versus a 140 to 150.
Right.
And I think the flavor is what helps with that.
In terms comparison, this to me has more of the sweets, the caramels, those. Well, this I feel the 150 I feel has a lot more of the fruits, like the red fruits, I want to say the stone fruits and those. Oh, these are so good.
So that's kind of our take on hazmat whiskeys, specifically the Fireside single barrel from Mile High Spirits. Like we said, try a ton of them. They're great.
So remember, when you find that great whiskey, pour yourself one, pour your friends one, and make sure you pour us. Thank you.
Cheers.
I don't need to say thank you.